Welcome to Transport Fever 2, our second session of this. So, this is episode 2 of our second session. And our oil lines are all profiting for us now. So, we have money coming in, which is good. That's the point. The whole point of what I'm trying to do here is eventually have like a distribution type center that ships things into the city. We're going to get there. Right now, we're not there yet. Although, this little thing here is beginning to form a distribution hub. And it is very likely that. When all is said and done, in fact, let me start upgrading some of these roads around here. This is likely where I'm going to be wanting to do it. Yeah, I just need to like replace these roads. Are you kidding me? Construction not possible? What do you mean? What do you mean construction not possible? There we go. Okay. I'm just going to replace some of these roads that are kind of around here. Oh no, don't do that. Oops. Well, that's okay. We're going to have to rebuild a stop. That's fine. We knew this was going to happen. Okay, I'm just replacing these roads just because I think I'm gonna need it to be, I think I'm gonna need these to be a little bit bigger. Okay, let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, yes, we kind of messed things up a little bit. That's okay. We'll fix it. Don't worry. We'll fix it. Yes, we accidentally removed the whole point of this. There we go. It reconnected itself. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna add more to this. We're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna add 1 truck to each line. And then I'm going to add 1 more to the base oil lines. There we go. Okay. So the second product that Corona needs is these boxes, which are made right here, which is convenient, right? Except they also need rubber and steel. So this one require well, steel is made right here, and steel's 2 products are iron and coal, which happen to be right here. I think I see another hub forming here. I do. Let's just put this in place now. So, well, you know what? Yeah, let's hang on. Let me make my life easier and build a better street to begin with. There. This is definitely where we're going to have another hub. Because it's going to be able to take all this steel stuff and, but rubber, where am I going to get rubber from? Well, okay, let's look around here. Where, oh, where? Oh, there's rubber. And there's the oil that makes the rubber. And there's the other stuff. Hey, I think I figured out where I can get rubber from. Okay, I think we're going to be able to provide Corona all the things it wants really soon. And we're going to make a lot of money doing it. So that's also a perk. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So let's see. Our current profit is. Hang on. Let's take a look and see what we're rocking with here. Oh, Corona also now wants food and other stuff. So what are these things? I don't know what they're called. I call them like Legos, basically. They're the little red Legos. Construction material. There we go. Food, goods, and fuel. Okay. Well, let's figure out the box part first because that's a whole thing. Which we definitely are going to have happen. Let's see, the boxes are being demanded over here. Kind of in this part of town. Yeah, like that. Okay, so, and we got iron and coal and steel. Kind of a little wonky road, but you know what? That's how we like it. We like a little personality in our roads. Okay. Okay. So we have coal, we have iron going to steel. Let's start making these lines here. Okay. Coal goes here. We're going to call this coal. I know we are so creative. It's just sickening. And this is iron. We have iron. Okay. Then from here, we're actually going to go from here to here, and this is going to be steel. And then from here to here, and this is going to be called goods 01. Okay, so now we gotta figure out the rubber. Ain't that a thing? Okay. Well, let's add a couple of trucks to this just to get this working. So 1, 2, so 2 trucks coal, 2 trucks iron, 2 trucks steel, 2 trucks goods. Okay. Now, the bigger problem is this stuff. Sure does feel like a train might be necessary at this point. Expensive, yes, but possibly necessary to make this actually work. Well, let's think about this. What if we made a little box, and what if we made a nice little train Ooh, high speed? Heck yeah, let's make this a high-speed train. What's the weirdest thing that could happen, right? Okay, we have a train station. All the way up here where the rubber is, we're going to have another train station. Okay. We're going to have a much smaller train station over here. And another one over here. Okay. So now we're going to do some fun stuff, right? So this oil has to get to here. Let's make that happen. Beautiful. And then this has to get to here. Perfect. And then this now has to go all the way over here. And has to come all the way into this. I know, it's a lot of train track. This is a very expensive project. I do think it's going to be worth it, though. Okay. Okay, And then we're going to have this little guy here where we're going to have this train come from. We're going to have this little guy here where this little train's going to come from. That's that line, that's that line. And we'll do one down here. Okay. Now we make these lines. Okay, so this is going to be the rubber line, so it's going to go from here to the rubber factory. There we go. We're going to call this rubber. I'm pretty sure that's rubber. Oh yeah, let's stick to our naming convention and actually call it rubber 01, because, right, we're supposed to. Then this is oil, so we go oil to here. Okay, so this is going to be oil train 01, so we don't get too confused. I know, the rubber train should probably say rubber train. This is oil train 02. And now that I said that, I'm going to go ahead and put rubber train 01. Beautiful. Okay. Now is where it gets interesting. So now we have to add trains to these. And they're supposed to be high speed, right? That was the whole point. Did I make these electric lines? Well, let's find out. Hang on. Let me zoom in. Are these electric or are these not? Let's figure this out. High speed track. Oh yeah, no, they're all high speed. Okay, we should be good. Okay. So what's our fastest 160, 200, 200. Not very good tractive effort. Can't move very much. This can move a lot more. Not as fast. I think I like this one. Okay, we're gonna get one of these. And then this is gonna be all like oil stuff, right? Yeah, it is. Oh no, because it's gonna one of these is gonna carry rubber. Hang on. Which train am I putting together first? Okay. This one's just gonna carry oil. Oh my gosh. It's $34 million for this train, and I'm supposed to build 3 of these? Okay, well let's look at a more economical option then. Let's start off with some diesel. Maybe we don't need this to be a high speed right away. Gee golly gosh. Oh my gosh, these are expensive too. Wow. Okay. I mean, can we use a steam locomotive? I mean, it's old school, right? But it's hell of a lot cheaper. You know what? Screw it. We're using steam. We're going steam powered, you guys. I don't know what else to do. It's too expensive to do anything else. Okay, so tank trucks. Oh, we're gonna have to borrow a lot more money to make this work. Let's just borrow all the money. Borrow it all. We're going in pretty deep on this one. Come on, borrow more, borrow more. Okay, that might be enough. Okay, back to this. Wait, okay, so let's make sure I'm doing this right. So this one is going to be the one that's just going to be carrying oil. So it can be this, and it can just be these guys. And this is going to be oil train 1, right? Yes. Okay. It begins. Okay, now this is the one that's going to carry oil, but we don't want it carrying. Okay, this is also going to be an oil train 1. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Cargo. It's the other one that's going to carry rubber, and that one's going to be a little trickier. This will be for oil train 2. Okay, we're going to have to borrow more money to do the last one. Oh my god, that's as much money as we can borrow. That's fine. I'm sure that we'll make this work. This is rubber train. Okay, rubber train. You're going to have to be steam powered because I don't know anything else we can do. Cargo. You're going to carry rubber. Is that rubber? That is rubber. Plastic. Okay, well, you know what? Whatever. We're going to have to rename it plastic train. Why did I think it was rubber? Why did I just buy all of these? Oh my gosh. Hang on. I did this wrong. I got click happy. sell all those. Okay, sorry. One of those, and then we add these. There we go. Then we buy one, and we add this to rubber train, which we're going to rename plastic train, because now we know that that symbol is for plastic. You'd think I would have known this by now, but whatever. Plastic. 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 I cannot type today. That's fine. Okay, plastic. Got it. Okay, so in theory, we've just dropped a ton of money. Let's see, how much money did we just spend on this whole thing? $79 million. Okay, so we just did a little bit of a $79 million investment. I I am gambling on this. Let's see if it works. Let's see if our little steam-powered investment works. You know what? We're going to find that out in the next episode, right? I think we build a little suspense, right? So come back for the next episode. We'll see if this steam-powered chaos actually gets me money.